Welcome. It is October 2nd, 2023. Happy Monday. This is Gabe Hernandez, Comical Opinions, your publisher in EIC. There is no op-ed today. And you're like, whoa, what? What? There's no op-ed today because we're going to do something a little bit special, a little bit different today. One of the reasons Comical Opinions was founded is because we felt that there were not enough comic review sites that were giving credit to comic creators, both indie and small and medium press that were beyond the big two. Everybody covers Marvel, everybody covers DC. That's fine. But we wanted to make sure that people had a place where they could read reviews of other stuff that's out there, because sometimes there's a lot of cool stuff out there. You just don't know about it because the press goes where the press wants to go. So we wanted to be a different kind of press. And we're doing that, which is great. Sites getting popular, getting lots of traffic, our domain authority, and all kinds of good things that you need for a site to grow is growing, which is great. However, we created the site to solve a problem, which is a good thing. But now we're starting to see a new kind of problem. And we figured, well, we have the knowledge, we have the know-how and the expertise. Let's see if we can take what we know and solve this new kind of problem. So what's the problem? The problem is we have indie creators who have comics that they've finished. Writing's done, art's done, lettering's done, all that good stuff is done, but it's not getting published because either the publisher they will work with is having tough times and they can't get the stuff printed, or they can't get distribution, or they want to put it on Kickstarter and Indiegogo and they can't get it through the review process, and the algorithm isn't behaving, all kinds of wacky, weird stuff. And so what happens is we're saying, well, if you want to get your comic out there, then just go sell it yourself. And then we get sort of puzzled, quizzical looks about not knowing what to do or where to go. So we said, well, we have some expertise in that area. I personally come from a IT technical background, lots of years of experience. And I said, can we come up with a really simple, rudimentary way for comic creators, whether they submitted to a publisher and that deal fell through, or if they got some indie creation, but they just don't know where to go with it and they just don't have that deep technical knowledge, can at least set something up that's basic, very super basic, very simple, very easy, and most of all, free, that they can give to people that might be interested in buying their comic, at least the digital version. This is not, we're not going to cover print on demand. That's a whole other animal, but at least if they have a digital version of the comic, they can get it into fans, into the hands of fans, so that they can sell it and then possibly collect their names and information so they can get back in touch and maybe do more if they like what they see. So we're going to cover that today. We're not going to cover it today. This is just to let you know that it's coming. It's coming later this week. So we need a little extra time, which is why there is no op-ed. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, or you just want to know a very simple, basic way where you can take free tools that already exist, where you don't have to build a website, you don't need to submit your comic to a review board where they may or may not accept it depending on whether or not they know what you're talking about, or you don't need a lot of technical skill. This is what we're going to try and target with this video that's coming up. It's basically a tutorial later on this week. You do not know how to fill out a form, which hopefully everybody knows how to do. You do need to have a finished comic in PDF format. Make sure it's compressed. Please don't try and sell comics that's 200 and 300 meg. That's just kind of silly. Please don't do that. Make sure you have a correct compressed version of your PDF. And you do need about an hour's worth of time, depending on how much you want to fiddle with it, how much you want to customize it. And if you do all that, you're basically going to have at least a rudimentary way for people to click on a link. They get a form, they fill out the form, it captures their information. You can send them a payment invoice, they pay it, and then you can send them the PDF of their comic. It's not the most elegant solution in the world. There will be some manual work involved. And I'm not just saying that to scare you. I'm just saying easy and simple and free sometimes takes a little bit extra work. But if you're willing to do that work, you can be the master of your own domain. And best of all the work and all the money that goes into purchasing that comic, you keep just about all of it. So we want to put that tutorial out there for you because there are too many creators that are coming to us. It's like, I don't know how to sell my comic. We're going to show you at least a simple way that you can set that up, sell your comic, and hopefully that'll be a good thing for everybody, because we're here to solve solutions. That's what we're here for. So we're going to do that for you. So that's why there's no op-ed. Keep an eye out for that tutorial later this week. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Comical Opinions YouTube channel. So when that video gets released, you'll see it first, and then, but we'll put out some social media teasers to let you know that it's coming. Okay, so moving on to the reviews from the last week, we had a long list. We got a long list coming up this week, so I just want to let you know what's going on, what we've got that's ready for you to read and what you can expect coming up in the future. We have Kitty's Bordello #1 and Halloween Team #1. Those are both indie submissions. Let's see. Bell Curse from Zenoscope. That's a pretty good one. Blade Runner 2039 #7. Also good. Our pick of the week is going to be Conan the Barbarian #3 from Ablaze. Jim Zub is doing a fantastic job with that property. He's really bringing Conan back to his roots. And if you're a Conan fan or just a pulp action fan, that's going to be a good one for you. We also have 007 for King and Country #5, Vampirella, Dracula Rage #2, Elvira in Monsterland #5. All three of those were pretty good. They're all from Dynamite. We also have Exorcist Never Die #6 from Mad Cave. That's the end of Steve Orlando's metatextual story about fighting demons, but also the end of a relationship. So that's kind of weird, but it's out there. Betty Page, Volume 6, #4, also from Dynamite. Simon Says #1 from Blood Moon. Tales from the Cave, one shot from Mad Cave Studios. That's a collection of 3 stories from their most well received comic lines: Hunt, Kill, Repeat, Nottingham, and Battle Cats. So those are a couple of 3 short stories in time for the holiday season, but it's really not a Halloween story. But I think you'll like it if you like those properties. Void Rivals #4 from Image Comics. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #112. Things are heating up there. Titan Mouse of Might #5, also from Blood Moon. Dead by Daylight #3 from Titan, based on the video game. And we have Darkwing Duck #9 and Disney Villains Maleficent #5. The Maleficent #5 also ends that miniseries from, those are both Disney adaptations from Dynamite. Okay, coming up this week, also busy week, we have Broadleaf #1 and IQ, the story of Isaac Quentin, both indie submissions. Probably next is our most anticipated title of not just the week, but probably the whole quarter, maybe even the year. Transformers #1 from Image Comics. This is Robert Kirkman, Skybound, all tackling, after they pick up the license from IDW, they're tackling the Transformers universe. We're really anxious to see how this turns out. Alice Cooper #1. Yes, that's that Alice Cooper #1 from Dynamite. Sacrifices #3 from Image. This is Rick Remender's fantasy comic, which is probably a strong contender for Comic of the Year. Mighty Barbarians #6 from Ablaze. Michael Morrissey there. Enfield Gang Massacre #3, also from Image. That's the prequel to That Texas Blood. King Spawn #26. The Monsters Cleanup #2 from Blood Moon. We have Sheena Queen of the Jungle, Fatal Exam #2 from Dynamite. The Accursed #1 from Blood Moon. Vampire Dead Flowers #1 from Dynamite. The Devil That Wears My Face #1 from Mad Cave. This is a gothic priest possession horror comic from Mad Cave Studios. Grim Fairy Tales Volume 2 #76. Now that we're done with the Year of Lovecraft, we want to see where they go with that title next. And then we have several graphic novels that are in the works: Sengoku Yuku Volume 3 and Dead Company Volume 2 from Tokyo Pop. We were supposed to get these done last week. We ran into some scheduling challenges. We'll get them caught up this week. And then from Ablaze, we have Centaurs Volume 1 and Immortal Regis Volume 1, both from Ablaze. So that's it. It's a short one today, but I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up about something that's pretty cool this week. Hopefully it'll be helpful for a lot of people, especially for you indie creators out there that are struggling to find a publisher or don't know or feel like overwhelmed about the idea of creating a website with e-commerce and doing all those things. We're going to give you a very simple model. It'll be very clean and easy. It'll be free. It won't have all the bells and whistles, but it'll get the job done. And that way you can get your comics in the hands of people and start spreading the word. That's what you really want. We want you selling your comics. So we're going to show you how to do that. So that's it for today. It's a short one, but I think it's an important one and gives you a heads up about something pretty cool that's coming. This is Gabe Hernandez for Comical Opinions. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're listening to this audio on any podcast platform you choose, please follow our channel there. Yep, it's a channel. And leave us a comment or give us a rating. We very much appreciate it. Even if it's honest and it's not quite what you want to hear, leave a comment. Let us know. We want to hear your feedback. And if you are reading this on our newsletter, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Spread it, share the word, let everybody know that we're trying to do good things for the comic industry, and we really appreciate your support. So this is Gabe Hernandez signing off, and you have a